Guys, what is up? This is Eddie Neddy and welcome to a different type video on the channel. Basically, what we're going to do is basically go through how you should start up a Spurs career mode under Antonio Conte, in my opinion. So, obviously, Spurs in real life are currently playing, well, before, obviously, before Nuno got sacked, they were playing a bit of a 4-2-3-1 system. And you can probably already tell the areas that Antonio Conte will probably look to improve. I think Eric Dyer will definitely be a player which I feel like he will look to improve, or at least look to buy another centre-back. However, I feel like he will use Ramiro a lot and Emerson because these two are very good players. Lucas Moura is another brilliant player on his day. I think Spurs probably do need another midfielder because they don't really have like another CDM, let's say, apart from Oliver Skip, who can play that type of area. Son on the left mid department and Dembele and Kane. So what Conte usually plays, he usually goes with like either a 5 at the back, like a 5-2-3, or he usually goes like a 3-4-3. So I probably will give Spurs the probably the 5-2-3. I don't know why I'm getting that vibe that this might suit Spurs a little bit better. So you probably all know the areas that Spurs probably need. They definitely probably need at least another two centre backs and maybe another midfielder. So I'm gonna show you guys some of the players that probably Conte would probably sell and some of the players that Conte would probably bring in. On my first player, there was a bit of a tough one to put Ben Davies in, because I do quite like Ben Davies as a footballer. Decent cover, not really a starter though for Spurs, and I don't think he will fit into Conte's type of, football that he likes to play. He plays with the like attacking wing backs. I don't think Ben Davies or obviously playing a wing back at left mid. Obviously he's had players like Marcos Alonso and did he bring Emerson as well to Chelsea? No, I think that might have been Sarri who did that. But anyway, Marcos Alonso, for example, I definitely know he was there under Conte. I can't see Spurs keep Mendes. I think Mendes will be the first one I'll probably put onto the transfer list. I would say you guys probably do need to sell. This is a tough one to go to Eric Dyer. I don't think Eric Dyer will leave Spurs, but I feel like he's a player which I feel like Conte probably won't use as much. Maybe to begin with, because obviously we're not in the transfer window. He's obviously been waiting for signings and all that when January comes. So we probably will use this guy to begin with, but I feel like after time, Eric Dyer will be slowly bombed out. So by the time I'll keep Eric Dyer here. Another interesting one is Steven Bergvine, the Dutch left mid. I'm not sure where to put this guy because apparently this guy has a bit of an attitude problem. I'm not sure how true that is. And we all know Conte usually likes to bomb out players like that. I would say probably keep him for the time being, but it wouldn't be totally unrealistic to get rid of. Next player is Dele Alli. I really do sense this guy being bombed out. He is nowhere near the player, he was meant to be. He's an absolutely fantastic footballer though, but I just get that vibe that his attitude at the moment, unless if it changes, maybe it might change, maybe see Conte point, big manager, big name, I need to up my game, maybe he might do that, but I think Dele Alli's future looking a little bit bleak at Spurs. I'm not going to cut this part because we're going to straight into things about Ndombele. This is what I would strongly suggest giving Ndombele, but Ndombele had a massive relationship issue with Jose Mourinho, and obviously himself, and some of the Spurs board at the time. He was frustrated. He didn't feel comfortable in England. I don't know what has happened to the situation. I've seen some recent highlights saying he's probably one of the best players at Newcastle at the moment. He looks absolutely fantastic. Also, the record signing, I believe. I would keep Ndombele, but I would be wary as well. Maybe see who can maybe get around about 60 million from him. The next big one, Harry Kane. This is a real tough one because this is probably one of the most talked about. This was probably the most talked about potential transfer in the transfer window. Harry Kane, he is an absolute baller. He is probably one of the best finishers, not just in the Premier League, in the world. But at the moment, his head just isn't in the right place at the moment with Spurs. He needs to just get his head down and work. But is that because he wants a move so bad? But now with the appointment of Conte, he might go, hold on, we can maybe go somewhere in here. Because he's still young. He's 27, good age, pretty much in his prime. Hasn't even hit his prime yet. Prime, you would usually expect to be 28, 29, for a striker. But yeah, Harry Kane, brilliant forward. I would highly suggest keeping him. But maybe you could sell him and look to bring in some better players. But for now, for the time being, what I'm going to do is now to put some players on the shortlist that I think Antonio Conte could potentially bring in to Tottenham. Right, here we are on the short list of players that I feel like could be potentially realistic. Spurs, always a difficult one. I've started to go first one is Bastoni, played for Inter Milan under Antonio Conte. Probably one of his breakthrough seasons was under Antonio Conte, to be honest. I think this guy was out on loan at Atlanta, then came back to Inter, played in Antonio Conte for a season, they wanted to go and win the league. So, yeah, that is very promising there. He's a fantastic defender, to be honest. Valued at 38 million. Spurs do have a decent amount of money to spend, especially if you sell the likes of Ben Davies and Dele Alli. You could potentially get 40 million combining for them. And that's Bastoni right there. Very good defender, 6'3", left-footed. Stamina 81, strength 81, interceptions 83. Very good stats there. Moving on to the next player, Lisandro Martinez. A bit more of a ball-playing centre-back, to be honest with you. Another brilliant player, you know, Lisandro Martinez, heavily linked to moves to the Premier League of recent years. I think Spurs were closely linked to him in the transfer window. Also been linked, I think, to Barcelona. You know, Lisandro Martinez, great player, and I feel like he definitely would be perfect. Can also play left-back and CDM. I think this guy definitely fits the bill of an Antonio Conte team, as you know. And now we move on to our next player is Elvedi, the Mönchengladbach centre-back, 79 overall, valued at 91.5 million. A bit more of a cheaper one, but a good centre-back to get into the Spurs team. Seen at 6'2", 81 sprint speed, not too bad. Interceptions 82, strength 80, jumping 80, reaction 77. Stand tackle 84, heading accuracy 79. No, a brilliant player, Elvedi. As we all know, the Bundesliga have been quite well known to produce some very good centre-backs. You know, you look at Tapsoba, Elvedi. Did Rudiger come from the Bundesliga as well? I'm not too sure. Now we got the left wing-back department. We got Gozens to begin with, the Atalanta left wing-back. Another brilliant player, been brilliant over these past few seasons. Valued at 30 million, weekly wage of 55,000. Good player to get in, maybe. Brilliant offensively and okayish defensively. Got some okayish stats right there. Next player is a player who's probably been one of the best, you know, like wing backs and the fullback in the Euros, despite getting injured. Was it in the semi-finals or towards the final he got injured? Spinazzola. He is an absolutely phenomenal player. You know, it's 4-star, some very good stats, very quick, and honestly, I think he could genuinely be perfect in an Antonio Conte's team. Next one is Donnie Van Der Beek, a man which I really highly rate, but a man which is getting no game time at Manchester United. I saw a stat the other day. He's played, I think, 5 times. He's been on the bench 5 times, and he's played a combined total of 3 minutes, and that was against Atalanta. Wow, that is pretty disgraceful, to be honest with you. Pretty disgraceful. But yeah, I think he'd be a brilliant player to bring in. Very good midfielder. Obviously balanced as well. Good offensively and defensively. I think he's the perfect player. Next one is Ismail Bernecker. He's been absolutely incredible for AC Milan over these past over this last season. 23 years of age, 80 rated, valued at 26 million. A very good midfielder. 4-star, 3-star, left-footed, medium. Bit more of a defensive well, I don't know. It's weird because he can play CDM, but he isn't the most brilliant defensively, but he can obviously do a job there. Next one is Benitca. I'll probably this one will be more one of the unrealistic-ish ones, but you know, in terms of price and affordability, he's definitely that. He definitely fits that bill. Valued at 18 million, 78 overall at 24. Still got some growth in. He could probably get him to like around about 81, 82-ish. Next one is Jeremy Doku from Stade Rennais, sitting at 19 years of age, 17 rated, definitely one of the best potential youngsters in the game. 4-star, 3-star, very quick. Agility's 95, that is incredible. Dribbling's 86. I think this guy could be absolutely perfect as the Lucas Moura backup / replacement. Next one is Anthony from Ajax. This guy's been nothing short of phenomenal for Ajax. You know, he's a brilliant winger. Been heavily linked to Premier League clubs as well. La Liga clubs and Serie A clubs. You know, he has been nothing short of phenomenal. Age 21, 80 overall, valued at probably one of the most expensive players here, but the cheapest in terms of wage. Valued at around about 50 million, potentially 70 million transfer. 5-star, 3-star, left-footed. Got some very good players in flair, out to the foot shot, technical dribbler. We all know Antonio Conte, you know. I was looking at Ziyech. I didn't decide to put him on to the rival with Chelsea, you know, but Antonio Conte, you know, does like his technical wingers. You know, you only got to look at Pedro, Willian, you know, two players which love to dribble and run with the ball. Eden Hazard, you know, another fantastic player. Moving on to Lautaro Martinez from Inter Milan, another good player, valued at 67.5 million. Been heavily linked towards Spurs, not just this window, last window. If you are selling Harry Kane, I do heavily suggest getting Lautaro Martinez in. And the final one, a bit more of a backup striker, bringing in Luka Jovic from Real Madrid, valued at 23 million. So, there we have it. This is the end of the video. I hope you guys do enjoy this video. If you guys do, please make sure to drop a like on it. Massively appreciate if any guys could. But yeah, honestly, and thank you all for watching. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day. Take care, people. Speak to you soon. See ya.